Hi, Magnus Walker and top of the morning to you. Today I'm super excited to talk about and drive a Porsche that's 4 seconds quicker around the Nürburgring than the Carrera GT. And yes, I'm talking about the GT4. So you know me, I'm down with OPP. This GT4 is actually a Porsche press car. The last GT4 that I drove was the awesome Sharkworks tuned version of that car. So I'm super excited to see how this compares. The new GT4 is a 4-liter, naturally aspirated, flat six, supposedly developing 414 horsepower and 309 foot-pound of torque, and it revs to 8,000 RPM at the red line. It's got an entirely new sport exhaust system. And the good news is this is a 6-speed, 3-pedal manual car. So that's the basics of the car. It's on some new 20-inch wheels. It's got carbon ceramic brakes. Supposedly it has 50% more downforce than the previous generation. It's got a GT3 front axle. And apparently it handles great, looks awesome, and goes really, really fast. Here's the interior of it. Looks awesome. Sport bucket seats look good. All we got to do now is get out and drive it. So as you can see from above, it looks super racy in racing yellow. The car sits 30 millimeters lower. What you don't see is a functional diffuser, giving it 30% more downforce, but you do see that aggressive front splitter, so we better be careful with that. So enough talking about the car. Now it's time to finally get out and drive the car. So I'm about to run to the hills, head to my favorite road, and see how this thing is in the twisters. I'm not going to be able to take it to the Nürburgring to see if it's faster than the Carrera GT, but I will see how fast it is on my favorite mountain road. So let's see how it goes. Stay tuned. So here I am heading north on the 2 freeway. First impression, the car's super nimble, super punchy, and loves to rev. I did a couple of 100 miles on various freeways, but now this is going to be my first taste of the car excelling on the twisty canyon road. So let's see how it goes up in the mountains. So here we are on the first sweeper. The car's super easy to shift with the new short throw. It corners like it's on rails. You basically set the steering wheel once, just apply throttle, and then power through the corner. The car feels like it's got tons of mechanical grip, probably helped by those Michelin Sport Pilot cups. Plus it's got all that downforce and aero, so you can really keep your foot planted and just explore the rev range of your favorite road. So let's see how it goes further up. So if you want to sound real racy, just press the sport exhaust button, and this is what it sounds like. So what I discovered for myself is the car really likes to rev. So the best thing is to find an open stretch of road, put pedal to the metal, keep your foot planted, and try and get the car up to the 8,000 RPM rev limit. Shift gear, repeat, and do it all over again. So I found myself getting really comfortable with the car very quickly. Was able to push it pretty hard and found myself going a whole lot faster than I normally go through this section of the road. The car just inspires a whole lot of confidence. You know, it's super punchy, super nimble, stops really well when you need to stop, but just inspires a lot of confidence to keep your foot planted. It's a whole lot of fun going through the rev range and basically just exploring the limits of the car to the best of my ability. Most of this section is 3rd, 4th gear stuff. The car shifts really, really well. The power range is super linear, but it really helps to keep the revs above 4,000 RPM because that's where the real magic starts to happen. As you would expect, the seats are super grippy. Ergonomically, everything's where it needs to be. The steering wheel feels light and nimble, and the car's a whole lot of balanced fun. So the more I drove the car, the more intoxicating it became. The more I found myself pushing my foot further to the floor and trying to hold it there for as long as I can. Corners on rails, super nimble, super explosive, and super exciting. Now, as for that Nürburgring lap time, I'll just take Porsche's word on it that the GT4 is 4 seconds quicker than the Carrera GT. So naturally, no trip up the Crest is complete without a stop at my favorite place, the iconic Newcomb's Ranch. Take a few photos, breathe in some fresh air, take a breather, and then get back in the car and head down the hill. It's great to be at one with nature on your favorite road in an awesome car.